Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome to the Three Wise Men fan chat. Man United 0, Wolves 1. United have conceded a double over Wolves this season, adding to another team like Nottingham Forest, who have done the double over Man United. I'm joined with Houston Red Army, the singing director Louis, and Positive Joe, Houston Red Army. Right, guys, I'll start with you, Joe. I mean, you see, you can't be asked. It's like this is not affecting you.
I mean,
is it that you're not immune to defeat?
It's not that. It's just like we have our priorities, and clearly our priorities is in Europe. We didn't start with our best 11. We're experimenting with the youth, and Ruben Amorim set forth a strategy and tactics that would have allowed us to win this game if we finished our food and the players just supported in those aspects. We looked a little bit better when Bruno, Dalot, and Mount came in. Mount
was the biggest culprit.
Two huge chances, two huge misses. Bruno had another one too.
Yeah.
A cutback from Garnacho. The guys just weren't sharp enough today.
Yeah, Garnacho cut back for them twice. Two cutbacks, and two of them missed using the left foot. And both of them are right-footed players.
I don't know if it's a hangover from Thursday, but yeah, we just weren't sharp enough today.
Right, singing director, what do you think?
Positives overall.
Positives today?
I thought Amos played well. Crosses in the box were very, very good.
Yeah, he wasn't selfish today.
I thought the center back, what's his name?
Lindelof?
No, the kid.
Oh, Lenior.
No. The one we started.
Oh,
with.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Amos?
I even looked it up before we sat down.
Okay.
Fredrickson.
Yeah.
Solid overall. Played very, very well. Look, when we sit the starters, you notice there's a lot more, and it might be a little over conservative, but there's a lot more keeping of the ball, especially in the build out, especially in the back. We moved the ball extremely well in the first half. The only thing is it's not moving extremely well forward. We're able to get out of tight spaces. We're able to kind of play the ball towards the weak side and get a numerical advantage. Like, the ball moves nicely when you have players that they're less likely to take risk because they're not the starters. They're trying to look good in front of the manager and not really make mistakes and these kinds of things. So like you have at least long stretches of possession early on in the game. It's nice, but then there's no killer mentality, right? There's no risky ball forwards. There's no killer instincts. Once crosses do come in the box, and they're actually nice crosses, like I said, Harry has had several, then the problem is what it's always been, and it's our final third. Rasmus doesn't really get on the end of anything. Kobe had like one good moment early on where he was like threatening, but like for the rest of the time he's like edge of the box, outside of the box. He's not there for the end of the cross. And Garnacho actually moved the ball up more today. He actually had some real.
He didn't cut back and start shooting.
When he was actually like passing the ball, those were his best moments. Apart for a couple of 1v1s where he like absolutely did defenders, but like finishing, getting into the box, like being on the end of crosses, like those moments aren't there. So you don't score. And then the free kick, it's really
textbook.
It's really good, but
it's a really good kick.
Could you not have done better to do that wall?
Eriksson could have done better to not make that horrendous foul at the edge of the box, which was like, if they're going to score, it's going to come from a set piece. They were not scoring in the open field. There was one shot on target all game, and it was the free kick. So he loses, and I thought Eriksson had a very good game.
Yeah.
I thought he played very, very well, but like that moment. Oh man, Arsenal scored a fourth one. Oh gosh. Anyway, Chelsea scored again too. Damn it, man. We don't have it in us.
Nope.
We really don't have it in us.
No,
man. Chelsea in the last minute winner, and Arsenal just nailing the coffin.
It is what it is. This is who we are.
Oh gosh.
Second place.
So after you've seen all the misses, all the inconsistencies, or the final breakdown at the final third of it, what would you grade this performance today?
Oh man. I'll give this performance this easily could have been a 6, but we just weren't sharp enough. We weren't good enough, so it's a 4. This game could have been won easily. We just didn't finish our food. We let a worldie smash and grab. You saw it. The writing was on the wall, man. We gotta put these teams away. It's too late in the season right now for this.
Louis, what are you giving them on a scale of 1 to 10 for the performance today?
Again, like it's not bad overall. It's very clear that you don't have starters in there. It's very clear that there's some players with little experience, but like actually really did try to play. So there's lots of positives. And then again, it's only one shot on target. 6 average.
6 out of 10.
No way.
6. I give it a 6.
Positive Joe says.
You have to understand though, like when I say average, like look at us in the league. This is about average. Like positive game, and you don't concede 4. Like decent. Could have been better. Should have been better. Finishing again was abysmal. This is where we are as a football club.
Well,
Average.
It's very shameful. Very
Average.
shameful.
Felt the manager.
Well, I'm disappointed. Surprised? No.
1000% it's disappointing.
It just because I thought, yes, we were on a high on Thursday. Yeah, it's a different tournament. I get it. That is a tournament. This is 3 points, but it's the pride. The pride you're at home. These people come all over the world to come watch Old Trafford, and all you do is let a team beat you home and away. I mean, it feels just like disappointing.
Let me say this thought, because it's very interesting that you say that about Europe, because I kind of said the same thing. After the Europa League game in Manchester, like in the culture of United is still there. We're absolutely buzzing, absolutely having an amazing time in those European weekday nights. Like it's all in line. Like we know we can compete at a higher level, but then you kind of get to the weekend. You remember I talked to you about being outside of Old Trafford like Saturday, like when there's no game. It was an away game that weekend, and like just the mood, just like everybody with the shoulders like down, like slump, like the way they talk about like the club and like just kind of this overwhelming sadness. That's what this is. That's why average. That's why this is truly where we are in this moment, and it's very, very sad. But this is the reality.
Well, there's not much to say in reference to this. Wolves have done the double of us. I just, it's the comprehension of Wolves. Where's Wolves on the table?
Right below us. Equal in points now.
Look at that. They're nowhere. They were going nowhere anyway.
It's not that they're nowhere. They are exactly where we are.
They're exactly where we are.
But they were able to get 6 points from us. This is 6 points, bro. 6 points.
With one shot on target, though. That's what he's saying. Like, that's where we are.
That's where we are.
That's fine. Well, you heard it from Houston Red Army. On a day that's bringing us down back to earth.
Sad days.
We have lost at home to Wolves. After Wolves are done, and they completed the double. Home, they beat us 3-1 at their place. Another 1-0 at Old Trafford. 1 shot, 1 goal, 3 points. We're out of it. From Houston Red Army, glory.
Man United.